This video is about the baseball tryout flyer, and we're going to walk you through how to make the changes that you need to make on that. Make sure that you have pulled up the draft from my website, and make sure you also have the instructions so that you know what to do, whether in print or digital form. The first thing we're going to do is remove the bullet from the last line of the flyer. So if you come over to the flyer and you scroll down, you'll see that there's 3 bullet points, but then this signature line has a bullet point, which is not appropriate. So we're going to go ahead and backspace that. Go ahead and hit backspace 2 times. Let's go ahead and cross through that. When we come back over here, what we want to do is we'll see that it's left aligned, but we would like to center that so that it draws our eyes more towards it. The next thing we want to do is select the text August 30th and use the increase font size button to increase the font size. So August 30th, let's go ahead and highlight that. And when you're just going to go up 1 or 2 sizes, and we just need to go up 1 so that it pops a little bit, you can do the increase font size rather than clicking and dragging down to the one that you want. So now our font size on that is 18. We want to add an art page border to the flyer. If the border is not in color, add color to it. So now we're going to go ahead and find ourselves a border that we want to add to it. So go to Design and Page Border. And you can choose a border. You scroll down, you can see some different ones. You can also go to Art, let's see, which is what it said that we needed to do, and find something that makes sense. So if we're doing baseball, maybe we want to, you can scroll through this. Maybe we want to do stars. You do not have to pick the one that I choose. You can pick your own. We want to apply it to the whole document. And we can change the width. You can increase it or decrease it. I tend to think smaller is a little bit better. And we'll say OK. Our border had color, so we don't have to worry about it. Change the solid underline below the word travel to a decorative underline, and then change the color. So travel is underlined, and we want to make that a decorative underline. So let's go ahead and highlight it. Make sure we're on the Home tab. Click on the drop-down box for underline, and you'll see that you have different options. So we will, we can pick any one of these. It doesn't matter which one you pick, and then go to underline color. And we'll do red because I think that may stand out a little bit more. Change the style of the bullets so that they are pictures, and adjust the hanging indent if necessary to align the text in the bulleted list. So we want to change these. So do our drop-down box. We highlighted, we did our drop-down. Now we're going to define a new bullet. And we want to include a picture. So I'm going to see if I can find something that maybe has a baseball glove. Or a baseball would be nice. And it changed my bullet points to baseballs. My text is all in a line, so this is my hanging indent, so I don't have to worry about that. Change the color of the picture border. Add the perspective right 3D rotation to it. So we've already got a border on our picture. So make sure you've clicked the picture, so you have the Format tab. Click on Format tab, and on Picture Bordered, if you do the drop-down box, you'll see that as you go over colors, you have all different kinds of options. So I think we're going to do something, let's go actually to more colors. You can do whatever you want. I'm just picking something that I kind of like. and I'm choosing to go with the yellow, showing some happiness. But there's plenty of other colors that you could do. And the other thing it told us to do was add the perspective right 3D rotation. So we're going to go to Picture Effects, go to 3D Rotation, go down to Perspective, and as you scan over these, you'll see Perspective Right, and then click on that one. Change the color saturation and color tone of the picture. So now we're going to change the color tone and saturation of the picture. So you'll want to highlight the picture, make sure you're on Format, go over to Color, and you'll see Saturation, Tone, and Recolor. So you can pick any of these saturation points and any of the color tones. We want to change the name of the field to your last name. For me, it would be Ellsbury, but for you, it'll be whatever your last name is. Let's change our margins so they are wide. You go to Page Layout, and over in Margins, you have some different options, and you can go wide where you have 2-inch left and right margins. And change the page layout to landscape. So again, orientation, we'll do landscape. And we see that we're on 2 different pages, so we'll have to fix that in just a moment. And then we'll have to fix that, and then we can save it. So to fix this, what we needed to do was these two, changing the margins to wide and changing your landscape, should have been flipped. We should have changed our landscape first and then change our margin. So let's undo what we did. So now we're back to the normal portrait formatting. Let's go ahead and go orientation landscape first, then go to margins and do wide. When you do that, if you go to view and one page, you'll see that everything fits and it looks nice. Then you're ready to save that. I'll come by and check this on your desktop.